One of my favorite movies of all time is Mars Attack. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't it be? We got cool fucking aliens that shoot lasers, an epic cast like Danny DeVito and Jack Nicholson, Pierce Brosnan, young Natalie Portman, Martin Short, Jack Black, Glenn Close. This movie is packed. We got action to the fullest, and the best of all, this movie was just a giant fucking shitpost from the 90s. And it's all directed by one of my favorite directors of all time, Tim Burton. I won't bore you with a Wikipedia summary of this guy, but in short, he was a fan of the movie industry in the 50s, 70s, and wanted to pay a homage to this era of movies. The movie is based on a trading card game. He initially wanted to make a movie in stop motion as to make it look more shit, but under pressure from the studio, he had to use CGI for the aliens. Noteworthy is that Tim got pitched two scripts. One was Dinosaurs Attack and the other one was Mars Attack. In those years, Jurassic Park and Independence Day both came out, so it was meant to be a shitpost, not really a movie to be taken seriously. Anyway, the movie got greenlit and they got a budget of around $70 million. They wanted an all A-list cast for this movie, but initially a lot of actors denied the shitpost, and only when Jack Nicholson decided to agree to the project, more people joined. So they greenlit the movie and more or less everything went fine.
That Mars Attacks represents a lifelong dream for you, in the sense of taking all the elements you have always enjoyed about the B-movie genre, but having the money, almost $70 million, to have access to the special effects and the geniuses to give you those to make Mars Attacks?
Well, I feel really lucky about that, and it's like you know, in the old days, I like watching cheap science fiction movies, but now, you can't, you want to capture that feeling without being as cheap. You want to kind of take it to another level. So, tried to do the spirit of those and kind of upgrade it to some degree, and I feel really good about that. Because when you're a kid watching those, you don't feel like they're bad or cheap or anything. The good ones really kind of blow your mind. And so here we are in this day and age, and you kind of just trying to capture that feeling again, that kind of feeling where you just kind of were surprised by things that way. So it was fun to make. I really had a great time making it.
The movie starts with one of the best intros I've ever seen. The ships flying towards Earth in combination with the music is just absolutely perfect. Just those menacing trumpets and that conquering mood. I don't know how to describe it. After days that the aliens arrived on Earth, Jack Nicholson, by the way, I will be referring to the actors by the names, not the fake names they have in the movies, because it's a shitpost, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. Anyways, he decided to lay out the red carpet for them. Like literally, lay out a red carpet for the aliens to arrive. So the Martians land and they attack the people because they saw a bird, and they took it as like an offense, a declaration of war, and almost everyone died in that first initial attack. By the way, there's like weird subplot going on with Pierce Brosnan and Jessica Parker being in love, and I don't know, some other dude with his grandmother, and a a black dude and his family, a boxer. I won't going into that because, I mean, that's not the main plot of the movie. So almost everyone dies and they come again and want to address the Congress, which they also brutally massacre. They just saw the bird, I guess, again and said, okay, now it's fucking over. War happens and the president dies. In Las Vegas there's another subplot with that boxer guy I was mentioning and his wife returning to, he dies, but in the end he doesn't, which is fucking nuts. I don't get it. So this guy wants to save his grandmother, you know, that long-haired dude from earlier we said, and excellently finds out that Slim Whitman's Indian love call basically makes the Martian's head explode. So the military uses these giant speakers to project the sound of this song and they all die. Everyone's happy, everyone's family is reunited, and they all live happily ever after. So why is this movie important to me? I mean, it's clearly a shitpost, a joke, nothing that could ever mean to someone. Yet it does. It does to me. It reminds me of those summer afternoons you would spend with your parents at home on the couch watching TV. Of the New Year's Eve you celebrate at home, and while this very movie ran, you fell asleep because you couldn't stay up until midnight. It reminds me of a simpler time when everything was easier. And sure, remembering the past is great, but we shouldn't just live in the past and completely ignore the life we are living. I assume most of my viewers are young and still have a life ahead to live. And just because you like remembering what you did once doesn't mean you shouldn't strive towards the future. My point is, don't be stuck in the past, as great as it was. Remember the past, but look into the future. In conclusion, this movie is great. It's fun to watch, probably won't mean as much to you as it did to me, but you should watch it nevertheless. Just sit down on the couch, get some snacks, and get ready for a laugh. It's very funny. It's very recommendable. To me, I can't give a objective opinion since, you know, I kind of have an attachment to this movie, but I would give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this something new, and tell me which movie you want me to review next time. Join the Discord, subreddit, everything, and see you next time. See ya!